Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how you can install your bayonet that is designed for your Wasser 10 AK-47 onto your NPAP AK-47. They're two different guns, I guess. They shoot the same round, but what happens is that the NPAP has very, very bigger and bulkier parts on it, which make it unrealistic to mount your bayonet on it. Now, you can go and order from Century Arms or other places the knuckle that's designed to fit the NPAP that has the bracket in which you can install your bayonet on it. So what happened to me was that I thought that every bayonet designed for every AK-47 were interchangeable, and that you were able to mount them on your AK-47. Well, that's not true. The only way you can get your bayonets to mount on the NPAP is if you do a little customizations to your bayonet. Now, over the period of, I don't know, 3-4 days, I found a way how to get my bayonet mounted. I'm sorry, let me go back. I found a way how to mount my Romanian bayonet on my NPAP Serbian Zastava AK-47. And I visited a couple of friends, and they told me that it was unrealistic, that it can't be done unless you do a little bit of tack welding onto the knuckle of the right underneath the gas tube bracket. And I've also heard that you could warp your barrel with extreme heat. So I put my thinking cap on. It took me a little bit, but I came up with a way how to mount my bayonet onto my AK-47. Let me rephrase that again. I found a way how to mount the bayonet that I bought, belonging and designed to fit a Romanian AK-47, onto my Zastava Serbian AK-47. And I'm going to show you how I did it. So I hope that this video will show you. So sorry for not being quite ready here, but here it is. First, I'm going to show you the bayonet, which is this right here. It comes from suppliers just like this. Now I'm going to show you what I did to it, the custom thing that I did to mine to fit the AK-47, and then I'm going to mount it onto the AK-47 so that you can clearly see that this can definitely be done without welding, without screwing anything. Well, I take that back. You will have to screw something. All right, so what I did is I installed on my bayonet a rod, a threaded rod, with a little bit of JB weld. And this is what it looks like. So if you can see this little recessed type of activity going on there, and this bayonet, all this covered gray stuff that you see here is a track that the bayonet came with, designed to, something was actually able to slide in that spot. But, and also too, it also has this button where you depress, and it has a little prig that comes out and latches onto the knuckle of the bottom of the gas tube. And the reason this Romanian AK-47 bayonet does not fit on the Zastava AK-47 is because the measurements are slightly different. And the Zastava does not come with the sliding bracket that you need here in the end, where it latches on, and this button, you depress it and you take it off. So, this is my Zastava AK-47, okay? What I do had to work with was this little hole right here where your cleaning rod goes. So what I did is I took off the cleaning rod, I JB welded this threaded rod onto my bayonet, and honestly, it doesn't change anything of the bayonet. It's still a bayonet. I could still use it as a knife. I can still use it as a barbed wire cutter. It didn't change anything about it. The only time I'm going to mount this on my weapon is if we're ever invaded, if we're ever, if I need to protect myself. Let's hope not. But anyway, so keep your eye on that hole. This hole right here. That's where your cleaning rod goes, and it lands up right here. Okay? And what I did is I installed a threaded Now, here's the little bolt. Yeah, so I installed a threaded rod onto my bayonet, and the only way to really hold it snug is if I install the nut after. So, now putting a little bit of pressure downward, I'm able to really get a nice torque. And if I even have a key wrench, I could really torque it tight. So, now I have my Zastava AK-47 and it is now dressed with my bayonet that was designed to fit another type of AK-47. Again, it didn't change the appearance of my weapon. It changed the appearance of the bayonet, but the functionality, it didn't change a thing. Because I can still use my bayonet as a knife, and I can still use my AK-47 without the bayonet. No harm done to the barrel, gas tube block, nothing. Everything is intact, fine. The only thing that requires a little bit of time is to undo this nut and slide it out and slide it in and lock it into place. But I'm going to show you that it doesn't even make a sound. This thing is on there really, really good. So there it is. I'm pretty happy. I am confident that this will be just fine out there if anything were to happen. Also too, if you take a look, just before I get off, if you take a look at right here, right where my sight ends, I could, from this spot down to this spot, fill in more JB Weld and make it stronger to really hold my bolt into place. It's just for extra strength, which I probably will do. So if you like what you saw and you want to do this for yourself, here's walking proof that it can happen. Just take advantage. I'm going to show you once again. Take advantage of the little hole that was meant for your cleaning rod, which happens to be, again, this hole. Okay, that's where your cleaning rod goes. That's where it gets installed. See if I can get a better shot. There it is, right there. Okay, it's right underneath the it's right here, right there. Okay, because that's where it gets mounted, and that holds it from moving or doing any kind of weird stuff, any type of strange activity. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please click on to the subscription if you like it, which I think you will. You have a nice day.